All right, you guys, back at you with another one on today. This is New Era Sports, where we talk sports, period. Make sure you guys hit that subscription button, subscribe to the channel, click the bell so that you'll be notified whenever we put up an upload. And without further ado, today we're going to talk about quarterback Shedeur Sanders. Been wanting to talk about Shedeur Sanders for a very, very long time. And today I got time today. So definitely we're going to talk about quarterback Shedeur Sanders because I feel like Shedeur Sanders is not being talked about a lot. And I definitely think that this kid is one of the most talented quarterbacks in the country. Deion Sanders' boys are very, very talented. Even Shiloh, who plays safety, I think is a very talented defensive back. But today it's all about Shedeur, man, because Shedeur is the reason why the Colorado Buffaloes can have a great season, man. If Shedeur and that offensive line come to play, I definitely think that they're going to turn this thing around and they can end up winning anywhere between 7 to 9 games. Or you never know, they can end up winning more. Some people don't want to see Coach Prime win games at all. They're probably mad because he pretty much was eating up the transfer portal, and a lot of kids were transferring over to Colorado, and you can't be mad at him because he has the swag, and a lot of people want to play for Coach Prime, man, and rightfully so, man. You want to play for a winner. You want to play for somebody that's going to give you an identity, and that's what Coach Prime is going to give those kids, man. He's going to give those kids the identity that they need out there. He's going to give them the confidence that they need out there, and he's going to overall be that leader for this program, man, and that's something that they need. It's a lot of coaches, trash talking Coach Prime and saying he's not going to do this, he's not going to do that, but I don't think they know how good his son Shedeur Sanders is, and I think that offensive line is really, really good in Colorado. Shedeur Sanders is going to eat a lot of teams alive. Now, I know Shedeur has to get ready for that big game against TCU on September the 2nd, and definitely I'm going to be watching that game because I want to see what he's going to do as well. But I think, especially from Shedeur, being able to spend time with Tom Brady, who we already know that Tom Brady is the GOAT in football, and pretty much Tom Brady is like a mentor to Shedeur Sanders. And who else could you get better leadership from than a guy like Tom Brady? So I definitely think, man, he's going to give Shedeur all the pointers and everything that he needs to be a successful quarterback in the National Football League. Now, do I think that Shedeur could win the Heisman? Yes. I definitely think that he can win the Heisman. He has a shot just like any of these other quarterbacks. And the thing about Shedeur is he's very accurate with the football. And that's something that a lot of people don't know about Shedeur Sanders, but he is very accurate with the football. He makes very minimal mistakes out on the field, and that's a lot, man. That's something that you want out of your quarterback. You don't want your quarterback going out there making 1,000 mistakes. You want as little turnovers and little mistakes as possible. And I definitely think that Shedeur Sanders is one of those guys that's not going to go out there and make all of these mistakes for Colorado. He's going to be a guy that's going to be a game manager, but not only a game manager, he's going to take some risk and some chance, and that's just how it is, man. So when you go back and you dig up his archives, man, and you watch film on Shedeur Sanders from high school all the way to Jackson State, and now finally getting an opportunity to play against Power 5 competition, some people are doubting him, thinking that he can't do it, and to me, I think that he's going to tear it up. Especially if that offensive line is going to be good. I think Shedeur Sanders could end up passing for 4,000 yards and also have over 40 touchdown passes. So that's how good I think that Shedeur is. Now, in his freshman season as a true freshman with Jackson State, Shedeur Sanders completed 272 passes out of 413. His completion percentage was 65.9. He threw for 3,231 yards with 30 touchdowns, and he threw 8 interceptions in that season in his freshman year. So not bad as a true freshman quarterback. Shedeur Sanders was pretty decent, man, but he got really, really good in his sophomore season. And he ended up winning a very, very prestigious award in his sophomore season as well. And his sophomore season, he even tore it up even more. He completed 341 of his passes out of 483 passes for pretty much for 70.6. So you might as well say 71% was his completion percentage. So this kid was definitely deadly accurate with the football. He passed over 3,732 yards passing in the air, and he had 40 touchdown passes to go along with 6 interceptions. So a little bit, he ended up cleaning up his mistakes and not throwing as many interceptions. He threw only 6. So he has a total of over 70 touchdown passes in his career, and he has a total of 14 interceptions, and that's not bad, man. So going into now his junior season, and he's going to be transferring over to Colorado, and Colorado was coming off a horrible season where they went 1-11, and now they're going to be trying to turn it over and give everything the reins over to Shedeur Sanders. And I definitely think that Shedeur is going to be up for the challenge. But if you look at what Shedeur was able to do, he walked away with the Deacon Jones Award, which is kind of equivalent to having a Heisman in the Power 5. It's kind of like that. So he was the best outstanding football player in the HBCU in college football last season in 2022. So he ended up winning that award. It's called the Deacon Jones Award, and he was awarded with that. So I definitely think that Shedeur Sanders is going to be box office. I think that he's going to have a phenomenal season. And if Shedeur Sanders clicks and his offensive line clicks, I think that these guys are going to win anywhere between 7 and 9 games. And I think that Colorado would definitely get a bowl game for the first time in a very, very long time. Now, do I think they're going to go undefeated? No, I don't think that they're going to go undefeated. They're going to have some rough games against teams like USC and Oregon State and Washington and stuff like that. They're going to have some tough games. It's going to be some tough games in the Pac-12, but overall, the talent is there. I think that the receivers is there. I think when you look about the recruiting that Coach Prime did, it was all about getting speed. It was all about getting guys with speed. That's what you need, especially in having corners like Kermani McLean and Travis Hunter, having guys that can stick with guys and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting, man, to see what type of season Shedeur Sanders is going to have, because all eyes are going to be on him. The scouts are going to be looking at Shedeur Sanders to see what type of quarterback he truly is. And I think if Shedeur is steady being mentored by Tom Brady, I think that he's going to be fine, and I think that he's going to go out there and shock the world, and they're going to win a lot of football games. I think that they possibly can win anywhere between 7 to 9 football games. So I can't wait, man, for the huge game against TCU and to see what type of numbers that Shedeur will put up. But I think that at the end of the season, Shedeur could definitely end up with over 4,000 yards passing, especially if that offensive line holds up. And if he can stay injury-free and they can protect Shedeur, I think that he'll be fine. I don't think he's going to be out there trying to rush over 1,000 yards on the ground. That's not what Shedeur Sanders, that's not what he do. That's not what he does at all. That's not his thing. Now, he will run the ball every now and then. He'll break loose and run, get a couple first downs and things of that nature. But that's not a part of his game. He normally is a pocket passer, and he stands in a pocket to deliver the football. But every once in a while, he will take off on you. So I'm not saying that he's some type of dual threat quarterback like a Caleb Williams or like a Drake May or something like that. But Shedeur will take off on you too as well. So I can't wait to see, man, what Buffalo is going to do. The Buffs are going to do this season. Everybody is definitely talking about the Buffs. I think it's pretty much the hottest college football team. I mean, there's so many YouTube channels that have been created just talking about Colorado and what Coach Prime is doing. And a lot of people are fans of Coach Prime. You're talking about guys that have been fans of Deion Sanders, man, ever since he's with the Falcons, ever since he was drafted. And that's where a lot of that fandom comes from. And that's where a lot of those people come from. So, all right, guys, we will see what Shedeur Sanders does in 2023. I think he's going to have a phenomenal season. And I think that Coach Prime is definitely going to win some football games for this team this season. All right, you guys, I'm out of here, and I'll be back to you soon with another video. Until next time, peace.